Hello everyone, it's me, Jasmine. I'm going to be talking about something that's, important to me, I guess. So please stay tuned and be prepared. So, on the site Wattpad that I have, a friend of mine, the Crystal Nias, her Wattpad was taken off because of her parents. Now, I see that as wrong. It's like taking away your children's voice, practically. This person said to unfollow her, to let her off your social media. Let's just state she ended up getting a lot more followers. I think I didn't really count followers getting, but I know she got a lot more followers. And then, a couple days ago, I went to look at it to count up how many followers she had, and found it was deleted. The account. Haven't got rid of her private messages we've typed to each other, because, I'm not gonna. I find it wrong when our parents, they tell us to go and be who we want to be. That's most parents. And they agree with what we are doing and everything. Because I know my parents, they tell me to be myself, and they agree with that I'm on Wattpad. But when your parents tell you to go be yourself and then, make it to where you can't be on a site that allows you to do that, I find it wrong, because it's like your freedom of speech is being taken. Now, I live in the USA, and, freedom of speech is something that's very important to me. I feel that everybody has a voice, and that they need to use it. So when you get told by your parents that you be whoever you want, and they'll support you 100%, whether you're gay, bi, whatever. And then, you end up getting on a site that helps you blossom as a person outside in the real world. And they make it to where you don't have it anymore. It's wrong. Because I know if I was to watch my parents get on my Wattpad, it'd, say they weren't to agree with me being a Wattpad. Because they do agree. But I'm just going to use it as a scenario. So, I've been hiding Wattpad from my parents, and then they end up finding out about it. Now, they go through, individually delete each one of my stories. Right in front of me. Right then, I'd be bawling. 1, because my stories are getting deleted. 2, because how much work I spent into those stories. And 3, because I know that they're going to end up deleting it. And then, next thing I know, a couple days later, my Wattpad's gone. Now, I find that ridiculous. Because honestly, the parents at the Crystal Nias could have left the account on and said that she could get on it again when she was older. Because that would have worked. Because honestly, deleting an account that someone worked hard to make and worked so hard to make all those stories on there, that's wrong. Completely and totally wrong. And I find it stupid that they did that. I find it stupid that they went through and deleted her account. All because of something stupid. Yes, we're on Wattpad. Yes, we're going to roleplay fucking lemons. Yes, we're going to go through and roleplay like we're drunk. We're going to roleplay like we have just been physically abused. We're going to roleplay so much stuff that it's not even funny. So why go ahead and get rid of it? Because we're just role-playing real-life scenarios that could happen to us. All of us are, if you think about it. Yet, when parents get rid of an account that's actually helping you, it's wrong. I know that when I first started in a meeting, a friend of mine on Wattpad, first person, actually taught me how to roleplay. Greatest day of my life, I have to state. Because I ended up meeting more people through role-playing. I now have tons of best friends on them, and I'm on Wattpad, and I'm proud to call them my best friends. So when Christina's lost her account, I cried. And I barely ever cry. It's pretty bad when I end up starting to cry. So I just have to state, if any parents are out there and they're watching this, they're wondering, oh, this is just Wattpad's a stupid site, I should make my child get rid of it. See if my child has it and get rid of it. Don't. Because you take your child's freedom of speech if you do. Your child is being creative, coming up with stories, reading other people's stories, getting to meet new friends. It's just wrong when you take away that sense that they finally get to be on something that helps them be them. So I guess the next time a parent sees their child on a site that they don't want them to be on, first ask them about the site, how it works. Then go ahead and learn about it. Watch them for a day. See what they're doing. And if you see something you don't like, maybe ask them, okay, why are you doing this? And then let them explain. Let your children explain about it. Then you'll know. Because sometimes your children are just on there to learn about stuff that you seem to suck at teaching them about. I know I've had it. Had to get on there to actually learn a few stuff. No, not about girls stuff. More like about lemons. I had no clue about those stuff. When I finally did start role-playing them, I was actually pretty legitly scared. Because it was on a site called Quotavo, and this person would do them non-stop. It was upsetting. That's why I went to Wattpad. I now don't remember the login information to my Quotavo because of it. So yeah. But parents, let your kids explain why they have stuff. You'll get a lot further in a relationship with your children if you do. Because when you talk to your children, it actually gets you a lot farther than when you go ahead and do stuff without them really having a voice. So, if you want a healthy relationship with your child, don't force things upon them. Don't force things upon us. Because we hate that. We hate being forced to do things. We want our voice too. That's why we do stupid stuff. It's because we want you to hear us out. We want you to pay attention to us. To help us with our problems without getting angry or upset with us, without yelling at us, without screaming at us. So parents, if you're watching, listen to your child. Have a healthy relationship. Let your child have a freedom of speech. And if your child has a Wattpad, let them have a Wattpad. If your child's young and you want to monitor them, then monitor them. Tell them that stories that are ranked mature don't get on. If you don't want them role-playing, or you don't want them role-playing certain stuff, then tell them not to role-play this. And then if they do get on a role-play thing, have them write down that my parents have asked me not to do yada yada yada. Then you actually get a healthy relationship. And then if you want to read their stories, you could go ahead and read them. I know when I told my dad that I had a Wattpad and I had some stories on there, he made an account just to read the stories. It was the greatest thing. Because he knew I was mature, and he actually agreed with it. When I helped my little brother make an account, I gave him a set of rules my parents allowed me to, because I knew how to run Wattpad. I told him that he couldn't read mature rated stories, he couldn't roleplay yet, he had to wait a while, Just because he doesn't know how to roleplay, and I don't want him coming to me and I told him, I don't want you coming to me every 5 seconds saying, Jasmine, I don't know how to roleplay, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, how do you answer this comment? I didn't want that. So I told him, just write books. I'll read your books if you read mine. He doesn't read my books, he reads everybody else's but mine. So happy. No, not really. But, it's just fun. Because I get to have bonding time with my little brother. And then, honestly, make a Wattpad, just read their stories. I mean, you could follow them. I'm sure they will follow you. Because once they follow you, they actually appear on your news feed, and you could just monitor them. Then they'll know, well, I'm being monitored, yes. But I warn you, do not answer on one of their roleplay comments. And asking them what this is about. You might want to private message them instead, because if it's a recommendation, because I have went into group message page with a bunch of friends of mine, and then it ended up going bad, because the next thing I knew, my phone was going off as I was trying to sleep. It's like, oh great, everyone's up. But yeah, there's your thing, and well, I hope that helped. Because, honestly, for me, I had to get that off my chest. And sorry, people, if you hated it. Like, comment, subscribe. And, well, let me know if you want to hear more rants like that one.